r/AskReddit is looking for moderators. What is the most bullshit reason for a teacher to give you a bad grade?
I had a bitchy religion professor back in junior high school. She lowered the grade of another student because they had written in the exam that when Moses got the 10 Commandments there was lightning when the correct answer was thunderbolts.
I broke my right arm in 3rd grade. I write with my right hand. The teacher gave me a bad grade because my handwriting with my left hand was barely legible.
Didn't happen to me, but a teacher kinda gave everyone in a class bad grades because they ditched her. They all planned to hang out after the last class. Guess she was bitter about it.
In high school, I used the word lascivious to describe a character in a book and my teacher didn't know what the word meant. So logically, he took off a point.
This would be an A paper from some other students, but you can do better. I got a C and no other feedback on how to improve.
Immigrants from China, what was a piece of media you didn't know was censored until you left China?
I've posted about this before. I literally had no idea about Tiananmen Square massacre until I got here. Most people older than me saw the protests in the streets, but I never heard anyone talking about it, ever.
What's the most fun you can have with $20?
Get 2,000 pennies in a bowl, and chuck them all into one of those wish fountains.
Buy some ingredients and bake a dump cake, some hot cocoa and rent a movie. Go into Dollar Tree, feel like a king.
Chuck E. Cheese and their 1 token per game policy.
There's this vending machine at my job that occasionally spits out 2 sodas when you buy one. It feels like winning the lottery. I think I've spent about $20 so far this year on it.
Of all movie opening scenes, which one sold the entire film?
Halloween, the original 1978 version. The entire sequence is a 5-minute uncut POV shot. And then they rip the mask off, and we see that this mysterious killer in the shadows is an 8-year-old boy.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, all the parts from opening to the point where Indy runs and meets the escape airplane.
The Godfather. I think the scene where Bonacera asks Don Corleone for justice sets up our perspective about the Don pretty well. In that scene we instantly learn everything that Don Vito Corleone stood for. Edit, spelling. The Matrix. I thought Trinity was the villain.
Children of Men, especially if you've never read the book, holy cow, that was powerful.
Shaun of the Dead. Scream has an incredible opening scene.
What is the best way to respond to you're gay?
You wish.
If they are the same sex, just say I'm flattered by your offer but I'm dating your father.
Are you coming on to me?
Correct. Let's fuck.
You need to improve your flirting skills. I once responded to being called gay by saying you are what you eat, and the look of horror that appeared on the dude's face was priceless. TBH, so I thought he was gonna call me a pussy, to which that response would have made much more sense.
Smooth people of Reddit, what's a smooth way to get talking to someone you're interested in but don't see on a regular basis?
Wax your entire body.
Smooth people don't need a trick. They improvise the conversation based on contextual relevance.
You just happen to be doing something you know they are interested in and thought of them. Or you're planning a trip somewhere they've been and you're looking for what they recommend you see/do. That kind of shit should get it started. Good luck.
Who/what doesn't deserve its fame?
Most people will say reality TV stars and such, but serial killers like Ted Bundy are weirdly worshipped. You could argue they're more infamous, but I disagree. Lately it feels more like they're being praised for their brutal murders.
The Paul brothers.
Westboro Baptist Church.
Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, and any other reality TV doctors/scientists. They exist almost purely for money and entertainment, often preaching malpractice with little relation to anything that resembles actual science.
Danielle Brigoli aka Cash Me Outside Girl or Bad Baby.
Child beauty pageants should not be as popular as they are.
Whoa Vicky.
What happened to make you think I'm old?
I realize that there are people in college right now that only know 9/11 as a piece of history that happened before their lifetime.
When I read this question, on today my 40th birthday, did some sums, and realize that the length of time that has passed since my birth to today is the same as the length of time that passed between the start of World War II and my birth.
Wanting to buy a snack and then catching myself thinking, no, I have food at home. The other day I said it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity.
Hearing one of my favorite bands is the waiting room music when being put on hold.
I hate those Facebook posts that show the age of really popular movies and TV series, things like Jurassic Park, The Matrix, Rugrats airing, etc. all being over 20 plus years old. I was just like, please no more, stop.
What's a question you hate when people ask you?
Are you having fun? You don't look like you're having fun. I'm not an enthusiastic person. If I'm still hanging around I'm probably having fun or else I would have left. Do you know why I pulled you over?
What's your secret? My first name is Victoria.
Is that your real name? No, it's clearly a fake name I created that's too absurd to believe, just so you ask me that question.
Why do you look so sad? What's wrong? I have resting sad face, usually nothing is wrong.
What is your biggest weakness? Or any job interview question for that matter. How's the job search going?